With the recent update to Follett version 22, there are going to be some new navigational things that are going to look a little bit different. Follett calls this their new user experience. So I'd like to just point out a few of those things just to hopefully help you navigate this new interface. And so to get started, we are on our landing page for the consortium, which is libraries.risa.net. And I am going to click on the Plymouth Canton schools. And what you'll notice, it has a very clean interface and it has the schools listed. One thing that you may notice different, if you are a district that had your school logo visible before, that will no longer be there for you. And it's going to be, again, they'll all look like this depending on how you had yours organized with the sites that you have Follett subscriptions to. The other thing that you're going to notice different is if you are a larger district like Plymouth and you have multiple schools, it's only going to show you a limited number. So for their elementary schools, you'll notice they're not all listed. There's 14. There'll be a scroll bar. So you'll have to scroll through them, or students will have to scroll through them. They can also come up here to the search box and type in the name of their school. The other thing that you're going to notice different is that when you click on a school, so I'm going to click on Salem High School, and as soon as I click on the school, it's going to launch Destiny Discover. So in their access level setting for students and guests, they do not have Destiny Discover set as their default. With that being said, with this version of Follett and this new interface, every single school will launch Destiny Discover for guest users. And so now that we've got this launched, we can have students just search here as a guest. If you have them logging in, the login is up here in the upper right with the arrow, and I'll get my login screen. If you were a single sign-on school, you should still see that as an option. And you can also manually enter in your credentials. So I'm going to log in as a student at this school and point out a couple of things. So I'm back here at the Destiny Discover page, but if this is not the view that I want to be working in, I do still have the option to go to back office. So in the upper right hand corner, the waffle is going to be your main navigation tool from here on out. So I'm going to click on that, and as a student, which is how I'm logged in right now, I can choose back office. And then that will take me back to the familiar screen here. And so that's what it will look like for a student. I am going to log off, and I am going to log back in as a district level person to show you what that would look like. Now, the difference between a site admin and a district admin allows you to jump into any of the schools, where most of you have a single login for just one site. For the sake of this example, it won't matter, but I do want to point one thing out with the Destiny district level person. So I'm going to log on now as a district level person, a district admin, and takes me back to the same screen we saw a moment ago for students, but what you'll notice different now are these options in the toolbar. So if you were logging on just as an admin for your school, you would also see them. What you would not see is the district back office. Yours would just say back office. But as a district level person, I can hop in and out of all of the schools. So for your district level users, one thing that's going to be a little bit different is that before you used to see list all sites here on the upper left corner, you'll now go to the right where you see the school icon, and there's where you can hop in and out of all of your schools. If I go to Salem High School, it's going to take me to a dashboard. So any of the schools that I go to, it's going to start here. And again, up in the waffle, I can go to back office, go back to Destiny Discover, Discover Admin. I'm going to go to the back office. And once you get to your back office, this interface should look familiar to you. There's not really any changes here. If you are a school like Salem that also has a resource manager, you are still going to have your drop-down menu where you can toggle between resource manager, library manager, or look at all of those. So again, as a district level person right now, I could come to this school, go to a different school, or come back here to view all sites. If you only have access to a single school, you're not going to see all of these listed. They will just be your school. And so I'm going to click back there. And those are your main differences right now. And again, you'll want to familiarize yourself with the waffle icon in the upper right hand corner, which toggles you between the different areas, and the school, which will navigate you to whatever schools your login gives you access.